Hey, it's Bev, your deep dive coach. This month, I'm here to teach you how to dive deeper by having your own back. If I had to put a microphone in your mind and broadcast all the thoughts that are going through it all day, we might be surprised at how much of the time you're commenting on yourself. You might think you're narrating, but more likely you're judging, criticizing, belittling, demeaning, and rejecting. If you're doing this, it's because it sounds true to you and you think it's helpful, but I promise you it's the opposite. So then why do we do this? Actually, I really don't. I have to tell you, my inner narrative is generally pretty positive, and I'm so grateful for it. I think I got there by lots of coaching and intentionally choosing to be wrong about myself a lot of the time. And I also did a lot of experimenting in coaching with thoughts that felt better to me one by one. And then I realized it's not necessary to examine each negative commentary and then replace it with a thought that felt better. It's just one decision. And that is, I will have my own back no matter what. I will be an ardent supporter and best friend to myself no matter what. Honestly, I think this one decision about who to be to myself has made all the rest unnecessary. And that is why I'm offering it to you, to save you lots of time examining each negative thought that you might notice floating through your brain every now and then. Because having your own back no matter what it's done for me is it's meant I can do whatever I want and reach for whatever I want. Because if I fail, I am still going to have my own back. And if we put that microphone in my head, it's still going to broadcast a positive narrative. Because what's awesome is we can make up any story about whatever happens to have any flavor we want, no matter what you did, what you said, how you said it, how you did it, what you didn't do, and what you didn't say. There is a way to tell the story that you get to choose the flavor it's going to have. So here's what I want you to do. I want you to listen into your brain to find out what kind of stories you're telling yourself about yourself and what you do, don't do, say, don't say, how you said it, how you did it, etc., etc. Okay? I think you'll find that you could tell it in a way that puts you in a better light. So what I want you to do is dive deeper in your own work this month by deciding to have your own back no matter what. No matter what happens, find a way to tell the story in a way that presents you as, if not the hero or heroine, totally okay and whole and worthy. I have to tell you, this is advanced work. I work individually with highly successful women who have achieved more than most people dream of, and most of them have yet to master the skill. That's why they hire me. It's so hard for them, but it's essential if they want to keep operating at their high level. Because the more you've achieved with your mean-spirited narrative, the harder it's going to be for you to understand how unnecessary it is and how even though you're so successful, it's slowing you down. Because when we're judged and shamed and criticized constantly, it drains us, right? And then we usually spend some of our time engaged in behaviors that take us away from where we want to go, like hiding or sleeping or overeating. So you may have some objections to this idea. You may think that if you berate or criticize or correct yourself, it'll motivate you to do better next time. I mean, maybe it will. For me, I find it just makes me not want to do anything. It just makes me want to hide and watch Netflix. But even if it does, let's say even if that's how you've got to the amazing place you're in right now, you're going to be suffering all the time. So what's the point? We only ever do anything because we think it's going to make us feel better. So let's say you get the prize and you feel terrible. It's not even worth it. Okay, try it my way this month. Tell it in a way that makes you as close to a hero as you can. Let's say you did a project and it didn't get the result you wanted. Don't tell yourself you failed. It's just going to make you give up or beat yourself up while you try harder. You could tell yourself things like, I learned so much about this project and I'm ready to ace it next time. That learning what doesn't work is essential to finding out what does work. This is more likely to make you feel excited to keep going, right? Tell yourself you're so proud of yourself for trying something new, for up-leveling, that you're on your way. You just didn't get it yet. So let me give you an example, because this might be very foreign to you. I think you know, I am writing a book. I'm almost ready to launch it. And I have a big list of people who are waiting for my book to find out updates. And what I offered them was that every week I would read an excerpt from the book. And if I didn't launch it in August, then I would offer free group coaching. So it didn't launch in August, and I offered 3 group coaching sessions. First one was awesome. I got a lot of coaching requests. The deal was that they would write in advance to request coaching and tell me what they wanted coaching on. So first one was awesome. I think I coached 4 people, had quite a few more requests than that, sent it out. The second one, I only got 1 coaching request. So I decided to cancel the group. I could have told many stories about this, right? And many coaches I know do. I did it all wrong. I didn't sell people on the value well. No one wants coaching from me, despite the fact that I have a very substantial wait list. And I fill any spots within days, and people are constantly emailing me to ask when I can coach them. But still, I could have said to myself, I should try harder, do better, be more. Because here's the thing. Our narratives are never based on facts. We take one fact, 1 coaching request. Coaching request didn't fill. And if we're used to a demeaning narrative about ourselves, we ignore all the conflicting evidence. I would ignore my wait list. I would ignore all the emails I get begging to get a spot on my list. And then I would create the whole story based on the one fact. So what I want to tell you is, don't for a minute think your commentary is realistic or accurate. It's commentary, which means it's interpretation. So the commentary I chose about this is, I'm so proud of myself. I failed out loud and in public. I could have gotten needy and emailed people individually to say, hey, don't you want coaching? I could have sent out other requests. I just decided to fail out loud and in public. You know why? I make it mean something amazing about myself. I make it mean I'm proud of myself. I make it mean this. I canceled because I have my own back. That means I only want to coach people who are dying to be coached by me. The ones who will wake up in the middle of the night if that's the only time I offer them coaching. These weren't those people. So I had my own back by not second-guessing myself, by canceling the class without any indecision, and I went to Pilates instead. Total fail or total success? I decided. You always get to decide. Try that out. Try having your own back. It may feel foreign, may take some work. Do it. See how it feels and find out how you create when you have your own back. Awesome. Have an amazing month. I will see you next month.